Onion Monkey was driving at the beach.
For the dime moves in the lokes, for the 6 foes on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole, for the homegirls with the scrap game, little homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you been through, shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf, I know them killers you kin to. This for the lost generation, broke as hell, man.
A lot of, lifting weights, and I was on swole, they start calling me Big Miz.
Original Stutter Box, Eastside Fighters, Pebble on Bishop, Mill City Gangsta Bloods.
Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul.
This is the beginning.
There was 2 shorelines that lived in the 60s. I don't know if you know that. Black Dog and a dude named Spike.
That's my homeboy, Black Dog. And Spike.
Can you tell me about Black Dog?
Did you call him Black Dog?
Yeah, we know who they are.
They lived on Baldwin Hills.
I used to come to his turf. I mean, Black Dog's house all the time. I said, Black Dog, let me and my homeboy Littles. We used to go over there. I'm calling them names at that camera. But anyway, just go over to his Black Dog. Tell me and one of my other homies, okay, cuz we gotta let him know that it's some shorelines over here. Black Dog and y'all, but see, we kind of had a little beef, and this and that, but it wasn't no big beef. You remember them? You know what I'm talking about? So Black Dog was pretty cool up over there in there. Yeah, but it was still some conflicts. It was still some conflicts. But look, I want his homies, me and my other homie, used to come to his house and say, cuz, we gotta let him know you got some homies. Shorelines over here. Used to come over there with this without the game and this, that, and the other, woo. And then used to meet some homies that used to come up in there. And this, that, and the other. Everything was cool. Everything was gravy, but we letting him know that he got allies, some homies too. And then, so we know what happened.
And I used to go to Big Cole's house on High Park.
We know what happened after the fact.
I used to go to Big Cole's house on High Park.
That part I don't want to talk about. What happened after the fact.
No, we don't want to get into it, but he was off too, because that's his.
Where does Spike fall in?
That's
way later.
Spike is Big Cole.
Way later in the game, this, that, the other,
Let me ask you about this one. You guys
call that man name. You can call that man.
Who was your guys' original Crip allies back in the days? Who were the shorelines clicked up with?
Functioning with the most.
East Coasters. We can function with East the Coasters. And the Faux Trade Gangsters. The Faux Trade Gangsters and things of that nature.
Harlem.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, maybe that's Cisco's 1970s.
No, because we was fucking with the Faux Trades in the projects. Because the Faux Trades.
That wasn't the 70s. I brought that in the 80s.
Yeah.
To my homies.
Go way
and
back.
And the early 90s. In the 90s, really. The 90s. It was the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, that's my clique.
Shit.
That's my clique.
That's crazy.
But that's my clique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what he's asking, the original ones.
The original ones was the Coasters. And the Faux Trade Gangsters. And that used to come out here. And things of that nature. I went out there, I met them cats, and this, that, and the other, the other homies from First Street, calling no names, met them, and this, that, and the other, y'all know their names. But anyway, met them cats, we clicked up, we got together, then I started going to all the other Coasters hood. Met all the rest of them, whoop, whoop. We came allies, we been allies. We're allies.
Yeah.
They our folks, and things of that nature. All the
number one ally.
Hoovers is our folks, and this, that, and the other. We ain't in all what everybody into as far as cliques, like them, you from this, you West Car, this car, that. We Venice Sholine. That's it, that's all. You know what I'm saying? We kick it with who we want to kick it with. You know what I'm saying?
Explain to me how schoolyard and shoreline.
How your mama doing, man?
Family. Schoolyards and shorelines are family. Always have been family. And things of that nature. A lot of our family lived over there. And things of that nature. A lot of our family come from there. And
I know, that's my homegirl.
That's how that is,
Yeah, it was been 76, huh?
That's crazy when you say East Coast was one of your allies. Remember those old teenager magazines back in the day?
Yeah.
And Shollines hit up the teenager magazine. and they hit up their allies. And their ally list is East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah. East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is one. Yeah, they are. They are our ally list. They are our allies. I mean, all the homies from all that, you ain't calling none of their names, but they're my folks.
Right.
They're my folks. We just start off, man. We went to their parties. They did our parties. We went to go. You know, they been down with us from day one.
It's a clip you guys were putting in this magazine.
We've been down for them from day one. But then, you know what I'm saying?
I know you.
No, them the homies.
He remember. That's the young.
Different blocks and clips. They call it little.
That's the young.
Hey, look. Hey, for a minute we was out of touch with reality, man. You know what I'm saying? So Insane most definitely was a part of that.
Everybody click.
No, I'm just saying it was most definitely a part of it because we
Was
went.
that a project click or?
No, that's just a saying.
That's just a saying.
It's a universal click.
Right.
You know, to the ones that was about that. You know what I'm saying? If you was about it like that at that time.
We got the allies, we got the
If you was
BIs,
insane.
we got the CIs, and then we got some real insane Crips.
No, because see the thing about it, man, everybody.
But we got along with all Crips, the 8-trays, the 60s.
The insane
everybody
part,
used to come up in Venice.
Like I say, the insane part just came,
come
man.
in here.
It's like we had
you had safety
around
when
the
you
time,
came
like
in
you
here
say,
as a Crip. Back in our days.
Like
but
notorious.
You know, time changed.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
we
what
had
I'm saying?
homies that we would call
we
notorious.
changed with time.
You know what I'm saying? And so Insane was like something for a nigga that was kind of like, he wasn't notorious.
You ain't had nothing to do with that, but they gonna try to kill you.
But he had,
so you got to be on guard on both
capabilities,
you know what I'm saying?
To be notorious.
That's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Let me ask you old guys something. When y'all families moved to Venice in the 60s, 1960s.
40s.
Okay. You guys buy property or you guys renters?
My people buy property.
Everybody own. My brother used to own three buildings.
We
own
own
across the street. The one you see at that stop
right
sign.
here.
You see where that grass is?
Right here.
My brother owned them. That's
This
what
was one-
Cisco
this-
the Lope
hey,
lived
this
in.
right here.
That house right in the front.
Was one of our main
That was one of our main
That's why I
houses
stay
right
here.
We
Right
own
there.
that house right there.
You know?
So the blacks that lived in Venice were not. They were.
They own
The homeowners, everybody owned that home.
renters.
All
But you
these
had a lot of
homes up and
owners,
down
though.
it. Only the renters was apartment units up and down the
Exactly.
block.
These white
Where
folks
they
came
still-
here off their millions
everybody owned
and they
homes.
started
All the rest of them was homes.
I know.
So let me ask you guys something. Were you guys blindsided, or were you guys fully aware when you
It was
saw
a blindsided.
when you saw the neighborhood
Well,
change?
it was that what's that called?
Gentrification.
Gentrification.
It was a blind side.
Yeah,
It was a
that
blind
went
side
on
move.
because the simple fact is what they start doing was if I get caught for some yayo way over here,
They gonna say
you feel
they
me?
gonna
My address,
they
now
gonna
they go into my
confiscate
mama's
your
house or my people house, you know what I'm saying, that's on my address, which is not even connected with what I'm doing or where I got caught at. So they taking shit.
They gonna take
force
you
it. It was a force.
It was
either
forced down.
they gonna take it or you take this little money that they gonna give you for it and
was
gone.
playing heavy hand like that, bro.
Man,
They
come on,
pay
man.
every
And
like
dog,
that.
they've been through here.
The
since
gentrification of our turf is like this. They told, I like the way I heard one of my other homies said it. He said it on point blank. And I'm gonna I want to say his name. I'm not from that for saying his name, but he got that respect. I want to say his name because he said on the video thing that I heard, the gentrification is from, okay, when they lock up your grandson,
Exactly.
and then they lock up your grandkids, and so when the real people die off and things of that nature, so the property ain't left to nowhere because they put the gentrification on they shoreline, they urban terrace, and this, that, and the other. You know that's how they got us out of here. Let everybody know from LA. That's what they doing all the way throughout
So
the
the
turf.
ones that was able
you know what
to,
I'm
that
saying?
was
I thought
clean.
they one of the tactics, but like he said,
That
they
is
told
the
you guys,
tactic.
You got a check. So you
That is
got
the
to
tactic.
Some of the people took it. though.
But let me finish
But that's
telling
later.
you. But let me
That
finish
was
telling
later.
you. No, let me
That
finish
wasn't the
telling you.
beginning.
So therefore,
No, it wasn't the beginning,
Wait a minute,
though.
let me finish telling
It
you.
wasn't the beginning.
Look,
because
the beginning they took it because they were selling drugs though.
You shouldn't ask that question because I was finna get to that. I was getting ready to finish telling you to where they came, and then when we had the last war in '94, that was planned. They got it's documentations of that they planted this. Y'all got some of that, right? And things of that nature. So I'm not scared to say anything about that. I'm not nervous. I ain't scared anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old to be scared. But anyway, but back to the nature at hand. I'm saying that they
let him go.
They did this. Okay, your son, your this, after that, they urban terrorists. He can't come move back in your house. And this, that, and the other. Woo, you have to sell your house. We gonna seize your property. So they came in, woo, manipulated the whole turf. And this, that, and the other. People that was homeowners now, that they know that they had soldiers living in, family, you know, gangbangers, the homies, cliques that was living in the homies, you know, from cliques that was living in their homes, you know, where their family grew up at. And then they came and manipulated like, oh, they urban terrorists, woo, oh, they gotta go, we gonna come see, we give you 800,000, we give you 1 million, shit, what you gonna do? Oh, give it here. Let me go.
$1 million ain't shit.
Let me go.
$1 million ain't shit.
And then so,
are there any shoreline holdouts that still own property in Oakwood?
Oh, yeah, the whole turf, a gang of them.
So you guys ain't out here then?
No, that's
but on the surface.
Why you think you here right now?
Look,
when we was out of here, you couldn't stand right here.
Well, the way they painted is like you guys got removed from here.
No. You see the homies down there? And then it's just a little bit right there, but they in other parts of the turf. And things that because they know how to police swarm inside of here and this, that, and the other, you know.
So on paper, we got $1 million shorelines over here.
That,
$1 million shoreline.
You can call it that, but you know.
I mean, on paper. On them titles, we got $1 million shorelines.
Multi-million dollar.
Well, most definitely $1 million property around here.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with that one. $1 million property. You know, yeah, you know.
Every property down is worth $1 million.
We $1 million shorelines, you know, yeah. But I give all my homies some bread.
Every property down is worth $1 million
It's
more.
$10 million.
Let me ask you something.
It's $10 million. That house across the street will cost you $10 million.
Let me ask you guys this.
My brother sold the 3 units right there for $280-some thousand. He went to sell it to me, and I'm a veteran.
When did you do that?
1974. I mean 1994.
Let me ask you something. Do you guys that still own property, do you guys have meetings like, hey bro, we can't sell?
Well, they have. The people that do. Yeah, they have meetings.
They got neighborhood
you guys that actually
No.
We don't have them, but it's some other ones that do that we don't know nothing about. Yeah, they families do.
They used to have meetings on my block to get me up out the neighborhood.
Well, we know about that too. I used to go to all my homies' house, this, that, and the other, with the cross earring hanging, and gangsters down there like, don't bring that boy back over here no more. Don't let that boy come back in my house, busting in mom and daddy, and burying mom and daddy. But then your daddy, they love me. They love me. They didn't. Papa,
not at that time.
Mom
not
and
at
daddy
that time, though.
They loved him all the time.
Yeah, they did. Because I used to come pick up Bird and hang with him, get him. They said, come on. Yeah, I said, this is my brother. I got him all the way, all day. Because my homie was wheezing the end and everything.
No, most
Let me ask
definitely.
you guys this. These newcomers that are in y'all neighborhood, do you find them sometimes trying to police you guys like they are natives? Like tell them on y'all.
Well, you know,
the white folks, of course.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
That's the big picture nowadays.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
That's what it was supposed
They gotta paint us as the motherfucking bad guy.
That part.
That's
You
why
feel what I'm saying? That's what they gotta do.
You feel me?
Paint us as we the bad guys.
We got to
Oh,
be
they
painted
done
so
this,
they ain't
this killing, that killing,
looking
this
at them.
happened. Oh, that they, you know. But
Look, we all know, ain't nobody
we know the
in this
business
world
up in here.
living all the way right.
And they clans
feel me?
was all up
So
in
if
here.
I'm doing
they
wrong,
racist for number one.
What
They even
am
try
I
to
gonna
push
do?
us out.
I'm gonna put
when
the
they
attention
seen
over
this
there
the
on
number one
somebody else so I
turf
can keep doing
between
my
Santa
wrong.
There it is. Keep talking
So about
about
time you even get to me, shit, I accumulated all this other shit, but I got the focus. You over there, you ain't even looking at me. And that's all they doing. And this the whole thing about it is, we all know what it is. They always got to point us as to be the bad guy. Don't care what you doing, even if you doing something major positive. And I've never been a negative. I've always been about my folks in love and all this shit.
That's right.
You feel me? I ain't never been
that's
a part
one
about
thing I want to
breaking
bring up about our
nothing.
turf.
You feel me?
Bottom line is, we still gonna be tripping.
If you got
tell you in a
love, if you got love for this, I got love for you. If you about that bullshit, then you need to go on and do what you got to do while I'm over here trying to make sure we good. You know
One
what I'm
thing
saying?
about our set, we always had unity. One thing about all the homies, each and every generation clique that grew up, we had unity. We got unity. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the respect, because we grew up in the diversity of the white man and everything else, the oppositions that came against us.
You feel me? Because if you ain't got love for somebody,
so
you know what I'm saying?
Even though you have
easy
conflict,
for somebody to come in there and break that shit up.
Hold on, but let me finish telling it. We had conflicts, you know, between homies and between cliques, but the unity of the other shorelines been off the top.
Off the top.
Off the top. You know what I'm saying?
And you most definitely
one.
make sure that was what it was.
Well, that's what I did all the way until I couldn't do it no more.
No, I'm just saying.
You know what I'm
most
saying?
Definitely did that.
Yeah,
I just wish, you know, some of the youngers would pay more attention to what you got to say, like we did when we was young.
Well,
on what you had to say.
Well, my wife told me one thing. She told me one time I got mad at one of my homies about what she said. You know what? You too old to be out there. You can't tell these dudes what to do, this, that, and the other. You got your name. You been Cisco. She said now it's their turn. They want their turn. They tired of hearing about you.
But you still can't replace
Hold
Cisco.
on, let me finish telling you. She said they tired of hearing about you. And you know that stuck with me? You know what I'm saying? Let me move out the way. Let me let the cats have their glory. This, that, and that. I ain't saying nothing. But I'm listening to their stories. A lot of them got some real stories. A lot of them don't know the real story. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the real story. All of our turfs, though, and things of that nature, to say that, been strong. All the shoreline turf, we ain't never had no weak turf. None of the cliques ever been weak. All of them been standing strong. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Let me ask you something about Venice as a whole. I was always under the impression the white side was the canals and the black side was on this side. Was that how it was?
It was.
It was that, but we roamed the whole Venice though.
Yeah.
See, it was no
we
parts
took
of this
over
Venice.
everybody's territory.
You feel what I'm saying?
Venice, Santa Monica, Marina, Coast City, and this, that, and the other.
All these areas.
Marina. We ran everything. We ran all the money, all the drugs through here, cause nobody touched nothing.
I mean, cause I remember as a kid going to the canals, taking one of their boats and riding up and down that motherfucker. On me. Cause we did that, cause you motherfuckers come over here and y'all think y'all better.
Even that was before
you know what
that.
I'm saying?
We just done that.
That's
why they got us out of here. Cause we done a little bit too much.
Yeah. And but look, I can most definitely see that.
They ain't got us out of here. We still here.
I can most definitely see that though, but it was like the way they did it. If they would have just came in and acted like,
hey, bro,
you know, they was
I love y'all. Get down, man. I love y'all stuff, man. You know I love y'all stuff, Kev.
Hey,
man, I love y'all stuff, man. Look, y'all real dudes.
If they would have just came in and acted like they wanted to be.
Look, we got alleys all the way back that way.
You used to be able to walk from what's that Santa Clara?
Yeah.
All the way up to Rose.
Yeah.
Through these little
all this side. Ooh, and this side right up over here going this way, everybody black. All homeowners. Straight through there. Where you see these houses at, it was all homeowners, all the way straight, all the way through to Rose.
Yes, indeed.
And things of that nature. You know.
Let me ask you this. You said that. Did you guys get like red line and boxed in Oakwood? Like, did the police stop you guys from crossing Rose into Santa Monica?
Yes.
They tried.
Of course. No, they did. You know what I'm saying? They did. They came after, you know, they always got a roadblock. They always have a roadblock for us in every shape, form, or fashion, you know. No matter which way. Like the homies said they tried, but they did, because they caught people. If you catch any one of my homies, you got the roadblock.
But look,
you did it.
See, the thing about
it
was
successful.
See, we have money.
That's
so
what
yeah,
they do to us.
Gonna keep on
That's what I'm
fucking
trying
with
to
us,
say.
but we spend money. Like, fuck it, your little tickets, your little whatevers. You know what I'm saying?
See, now that's a different pay.
Yeah.
You see, each of our,
You know what
I'm talking about the roadblock that they had because we had money like that. You know, to pay for the ticket. You feel me?
Yeah.
Them type of
They can't
roadblocks,
stop
yeah,
us.
they put it in between us just like they do all our communities today.
But it never
right
stopped
to this
us
day,
from
they
going.
do us like that.
We never stopped
Got
going. We found
roadblocks
back
between
streets.
us. They divide us. And then we put the roadblock between us. Oh,
yeah.
Because what they done said about us and our communities and our neighborhoods and our turf.
Exactly.
And things of that nature. See, those are some of the things a lot of brothers got to be educated on that's coming up today. That's in, you know, I respect every young generation. You know, I understand what they going through, what they've been through, because I was in a gang of generations coming up as myself, as an older dude, and God only blessed me to still be here at the age of 65, 66, next Friday, Lord's willing, and things of that nature. But the thing is I done seen the change between us as black people, and then I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? We take this gangbanging stuff really to divide us, and they use this gangbanging stuff to really to divide us. For the simple fact is, because we fall for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? We falling for the okie doke, and then the youngsters still haven't been told the real how we used to love one another and care for one another. No, it's not that they don't care. They ain't being taught to care no more. They're not being told to care no more. So they're like, okay, if I don't go and get down, just bust on this brother around the corner. See, when the brother busts on another brother, you don't think about your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, your father, and then you gone, your kids, you gone. But then when it's time for them to tell you to bust on somebody else, oh, what you thinking about it for? Or nothing that's happening. I'm not saying that I'm racist, but you know, I'm not. But I'm saying, but now you thinking about it. You went round the corner and took out another brother, though. You know, what time is that? You know, I'm from that, man. And I'm
Cisco, do you have any sons?
Yeah, I got a son. One son, man. That's why I'm desperate on it like that. I ain't playing no game. They hurt my son and things like that. You might as well just call the chips out on me.
Is your son?
Because you know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming for you. I don't even want to even sound like that.
Is your son born and raised in Venice?
My son born and raised right here in Venice. Right there, that house right there.
Did he step off the porch and join?
He stepped off the porch and wanted to join, but possibly didn't really let him. But then you know he went a different way. Then he came back to this way.
He's a product.
You know what I'm saying? What can I say?
A product is a product. If you're born from this, you feel like you got real estate in it.
That's it.
And that's how I feel. And I don't feel like I'm a visitor. I was born here. This is where I'm from. Like any other person in this world, where you from is who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's who I am. I'm from here. I love it. My people are from here. I got family. My grandparents was here. You know what I'm saying? My mom and dad met here. Like, come on, man. I was had here. This is everything.
Cisco, I want to tap back into that movie theater story. Why were Shorelines going to a movie theater in Baldwin Hills by the jungles? What was the point?
Well, we got ours closed down due to the incident that we was having up over there and things of that stuff. We always went in without paying. You know, we had a homie to go in, then he opened the back door, then we was in. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no stopping us. Then they wasn't, they in here. How you know I didn't pay to get in?
Man.
They didn't,
because look, whoever paid, they give you
know, there wasn't no laws and regulations like they are these days. You know, we had fun. But then I'm letting you know, homies, you know, the times is different. Your times is where they gonna throw away the key on you, because you can't have the type of fun that we had back then. But I think the people that made the way for us, and then we want to make the way for y'all, they even like, okay, don't go that route. But then they not being raised the same way because we've been locked up to the fullest and to the extent so we not there to raise our kids and tell our kids what's happening, what's right, what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? God is real. You know, Jesus is real. He died for your sins. You know, we don't have them type of parents out there to make you go to church like my aunts made me go to church every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I believe in Jesus Christ. He right here.
They divided.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm still here.
They got women raising boys, right? Now all the kids that's coming up now is homosexual, right? Because all the dudes is locked up doing 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They giving black people numbers that we can't never recover from.
Hey,
so who's raising these kids?
Hey, Cisco, so why go to the Jungles movie theater and not the Marina? It wasn't built yet?
But now the Marina, you know, at that particular time, we wasn't thinking about going to the Marina. That's what it was. We were talking about, you know, where the police is.
Yeah,
that's all
you know. One thing I can say, the Culver City police most definitely kept us from the Marina. They most definitely kept that black element from the Marina. If you wasn't preppy,
and the stylish, the Marina dressed. You know, the Marina shit go all the way up to
you wasn't going to the Marina.
Yeah, they go to the hood.
Yeah, they go right, exactly.
Yeah, you wasn't going to the Marina.
So by you guys going to the Baldwin Hills movie theater, that's where you guys would encounter Bloods? That's your...
Yeah, that's where we encountered each other, you know. We would, like I said, they'd be crossing, when we just come to the theater, back then, they get the buses, we didn't know where them gunshots was coming from. You know what I'm saying? They was in the grass. That was across the way where the round market was at. Is at right to this day. That was a field. And they used to shoot us across there from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a lot of them cats up over there that still remember that. And the real ones is they my age, 65, gonna be 66, y'all. Good Lord's willing.
So basically, you had to go out your way to encounter Bloods being from Venice.
And eating with families, we know. It was because they started to try to come to the beach. You know, we wasn't having that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was all about. So anything that came up there that was like that, but they found out, they got to come to find out, right? The brims. You know, we had little encounters with the 60s brims. Yeah. And all that.
He was wearing that shirt at the football.
Yeah, that was
football
baseball.
game. Baseball.
Y'all was there?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all the one film that?
Yeah. I filmed that.
I want that magazine, man. Okay, for sure.
I would have known.
Yeah.
I'll get you one.
Who y'all played against?
That's the one with Nipsey on the cover.
Right.
After almost 30 years of beefing on the Venice boardwalk at concerts and house parties, the Venice Sho-Lines and the Rollin 60s squashed our beef over a softball game with the help of one of the homegirls and D-Mac from Rollin 30 Crips.
And we won.
Y'all won.
This was a well-played game with no set tripping. The Venice Show-Lines was up 7-2 going into the top of the 7th inning when the Rollin 60s scored 7 late runs.
Yeah, we let y'all play back.
To take the Venice Show-Lines 9-8. In games like these, everybody's a winner. Both sides win. But the team with the highest score earns bragging rights.
Our homies was over there smoking weed and shit, and this, that, and the other while we had the lead, and then they dropping the ball and things, and they let y'all come back. That was the first time we ever been beat.
And as the saying goes, there's a first time for everything. Sometimes all it takes is that first step to squash a rivalry and save our communities.
And y'all was the best game we ever had.
Yeah. We should have played again.
They only won by 1 point.
I know.
I'm like,
but we should have never let y'all come back.
We had a squad back then. We wasn't letting nothing hit the ground in the outfield.
We getting high. Well, I was in the bleachers, but my homies was getting high. And drinking. Well, we got that lead. They ain't gonna come back.
that was a good ass.
They started dropping balls. Couldn't even see the ball no more.
No, they start hitting balls.
No, they started dropping them birds too.
They got to make contact to hit the ball to get run.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a good ass game.
Yeah, it was.
As stated so many times in these videos, cops cannot stand to see black folks getting along. They do not want to see peace increase amongst the Crips or the Damos. But on this day, they showed up a little bit too late. Wasn't nothing left but crap games. And the end result, 12 years of peace between the Shollines and the 60s. I want to give a shout out to the Venice Show-Lines for an amazing interview and also a great baseball game. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
Man, I've been wanting you guys for years.
Yeah.
I've been telling Mac, man, get these guys, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been like, cause, when I was doing gang and adventure, I done so much different things and ended up putting a set out there. So, when I retired, I'm like, let the other cats do it. All them still call me up.
I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali, man, had a good time. Going back to Cali, bro, going back to Cali. Going back to Cali, man, can't wait to hit Venice again. Going back to Cali, bro, going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali, hell yeah. Going back to Cali, bro, going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali. Yeah, you already going back to Cali, bro. Going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali. You already know. Going back to Cali, bro. Going back to Cali. Cali, I'm going back to Cali. Dang, Beach, in LA, going back to Cali, going back to Cali, I'm going back to Cali. Back to Cali, going back to Cali. Yeah, going back to Cali. Venice Sho-Line, what's crackin', fools?